Okay, everybody, welcome to Miss Krumholtz's online tutorial. So we talked about zentangles last week, and I had you create your 6 or more zentangle sketches. Now we're going to take these sketches and we're going to incorporate them into a project. So I'll ask you to get a piece of plain white paper, please no graph paper or lined loose leaf. Any size, it could be 8.5 by 11 computer paper or copy paper. Again, I'm working slightly larger in my 11 by 14 sketchbook. And first thing I'll ask you to do is to make a 1-inch border. So what you can do, an easy way to do it, I show you guys this all the time. You line the edge of the ruler up with the edge of the paper on all 4 sides. Whoops, I'll have to fix that. And you can make a nice clean border. And a border sort of, again, makes it look a little bit more professional. I will ask you to go outside of the border for your sketch in at least one area. So I want you to find a shape, a silhouette. So what I did was I looked up elephant silhouettes. I just felt like drawing an elephant. And if you find something that's a silhouette, you can just get like a nice clean shape. Think about what your overall shape will be for your final zentangle project. You could be an animal, it could be a silhouette of a face, it could be an object, it could be, you know, something simple like a hand or a pear or an apple, it can be anything. I decided that I wanted to do a silhouette of the elephant. So what I want to do first is I kind of want to sketch where the head's going to be. The legs will come down here, and another leg here, and the back. And then I'm going to go past the border in this area. His tail will sort of go off the page. Okay, so now you did a loose sketch. Now we're going to go in, and you know, it doesn't need to be completely exact. You just want the silhouette to sort of look like whatever it is that you've decided to draw. So I'm drawing this lightly. I may need to erase and make changes, and that's fine too. That's my trunk there, and my leg here. Sort of goes in here. And so here's sort of the back of the elephant. Now I'm doing this rather quickly. You know, you may want to go really slow so that you can get a high level of detail in the shape or the silhouette. Okay, so there is my elephant, and I'll erase any of the lines that I no longer want. Anywhere where your image is overlapping the border, you then erase. Because remember, it's in front of, and you wouldn't see it anymore. Okay, so step 1 is drawing that silhouette. Whatever your overall zentangle design will be, is what you want to project on the paper. And again, doing this, any kind of pencil is fine. I'm using just, you know, a regular lead pencil. So voila, silhouette. Now we're going to go in and we're going to separate it into different shapes. So we do what's called strings. So I'm going to kind of go in, separate this into different parts where I think it may look more interesting. Now in each part is where you're going to have a different design. So in my opinion, the more separation of the patterns, the zentangles, the more interesting it looks in the long run. So now I've separated it. Now I'm going to go back in and I'm going to, in pencil, create my zentangles, one in each spot. You can repeat them. It again depends on how many zentangles you have. You can change it up, you can add more. So I'm gonna start with this area here. If you are using straight lines in your zentangle, I will ask you to use a ruler. Okay, maybe we'll make this go. Okay. Make sure your zentangles are straight. So you're going to do it in pencil first. And now I'm going to go in. And again, neatness is going to count in this. So you really want to be accurate as possible anyway. So you'll go in and you will put different zentangles in each section. You can do, again, repeating sections. They can go in different directions. I'm working again sort of quickly. I want you to work much slower. And remember, you're going to trace over this in ink or black colored pencil. So make sure that your zentangles are things that you can retrace over. Okay, so there's one. Maybe I'll do one of my own patterns in another section. Okay, and this is sort of my own. So you can, change this up at any point. Change your ideas, add more zentangles that maybe you hadn't thought of. And each section, as I mentioned, is going to be different. If you have to repeat some, you have to repeat them. That's fine too. So these I'm sort of made up. Let's see. Oh, I did end up really liking this one. You can change directions, and make them in different directions if you prefer that. So some are going to be made up. Some I'm working directly from images I've seen. You want to fill up each one of these into a different pattern. So by the end of this week, what I would like to see is a final image, a silhouette, okay, in pencil. I'd like there to be a border. I would like your image to extend beyond the border in at least one area or more. And then I would like zentangles in the silhouette in pencil. So by the end of this week, you will have your basic drawing with your zentangles, and we will talk next week about filling those in with ink and color and shading. Okay, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you're working hard. And I miss teaching you in person. Be well, guys.